Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 11 of the Squared Circle. A little bigger panel this week. With me tonight is everybody's favorite comic book character wannabe, Eric.
Hey guys, Eric at the personality.
The infamous JJ.
Hello, I'm John Judd, and I'm on Twitter at JJ_SK at 20 or 28. Dang it, I was gonna get it right this time. Son of a gun.
That's JJ_SK28.
When in Rome. I think I'll change it to that.
And making his long awaited return since the WrestleMania special, Calvin.
Hey, it's Kelvin at KFed007 on Twitter.
Man, that's a horrible Twitter name. Anyways, on to tonight's topics. Raw was in London tonight, which we all love. The crowd. Let's talk about that first of all. Eric, you're a big fan of London crowds. If you're a wrestling fan, they are us. People like us belong in London. I'll talk a little bit about tonight's crowd and like the hype of it.
They always do well. Like for me, they kind of remind me of the crowd of after WrestleMania at times. They're always really good. Had some really good chants going on with some ECW, and then when Stephanie was asking about who the title should go to, the CM Punk chant's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one. John, I know you're a London guy. Tell us how much you want to be there and what made you love the crowd tonight.
Well, I love that they're into it, and they boo the faces and cheer the heels. I mean, it's fun. It seems like it'd be a good time to be there. And I don't recall the CM Punk chant. Is it CM Punk? Anyway, yeah, no, they're good and they're over. I love the intensity. It makes the show better when there's a good audience.
Calvin, any last thoughts on it?
Well, considering that they only go to London like once a year now, so it's kind of cool. I love it. And it's post WrestleMania, so it makes it even better. And when you don't go to a venue for like every year, like in the U.S., they go to like every arena 2 or 3 times a year. So when they only get like 1 or 2 shows, or for like a week, they get like a week or 2 of shows. It makes it so much better for them because they only see it that much. It makes it so much better. So I wish I could go there for like the 2 weeks that they're there and just experience the whole thing, every show. I'm sure they're all like that, not just London show on Raw tonight.
Yeah, they are. I mean,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're going back there in November.
well, when in Rome.
Yeah.
But no, we're talking about though. If you guys don't know much about this, London, England. You know, Europeans in general just have these amazingly hyped crowds. You know, like John said, they boo the faces, boo the faces, cheer the heels, and they always have the best chants. There's always the CM Punk he's been gone chant. There's always the what chants. There's always the JBL chant and the Michael Cole chant and the Jerry chant, and it's just hilarious. They're just completely opposite of what every fan of the U.S. is, and it's not little kids over there. You know, it's not all 4 to 10-year-olds. It's actual like grown adults that still like wrestling. So it's a pretty cool thing. I probably speak for all of us saying that we wish we could be there. So, but we'll move on real quick. The big news of the week: Stephanie McMahon came out tonight and demanded Daniel Bryans surrender his title next week. John, your thoughts on that whole situation? Do you think he's going to do it? Is it a storyline? Is he actually hurt? Give us your opinion.
I think if he was actually going to do it, they would have stripped it from him tonight. I just think that with next week's the go-home show for the pay-per-view, if they're going to strip him, they would have did it today. That week they could set up maybe a tournament or something, or crown a champion, then have a match at the pay-per-view. So I think that I don't think the injury's as serious as it is. And he's going to come out and refuse to relinquish the titles. And I think it's a whole storyline. I just think that, if they were going to do it, they would have done it already.
All right, so with that being said, Calvin, do you think that Daniel Bryan holds the titles to the next pay-per-view, or does he have to as soon as he can get back? I mean, how long? They said 6 to 8 weeks, but they're saying indefinite on TV. What's your take on the whole situation?
Well, before he even had the surgery, I was reading up on some of this stuff, and there was one site that had an official source from the WWE saying that it could only be a 3-week keeping him out of the ring injury. So this is going to be week 1 on Thursday, and 2 weeks would be next Thursday, leading up to the pay-per-view, which means I think he ends up fighting at Payback. And he's not going to turn over his titles. He's going to show up, and Brie Bella and Stephanie finally get into it, and that starts the whole thing.
Well, that's a nice little twist of it. But all right, Eric, what do you think about the situation? So we have a dead air here.
I don't know. It kind of. I'm wondering what they're going to do with the whole Yes movement with it. But what Calvin said, maybe he won't be out that long. So at the pay per view, they could still do some type of match where they evolve him, where it really doesn't have to wrestle too much, but it's still some type of match.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. I don't think it's that serious of an injury. I do think that the Yes movement's dead. I think they've been trying to kill it since he got the title because it's so much. I mean, nobody can follow it up. You can't do anything. I think it's too much. So I think it's dying. They're trying to get rid of it, try to bring him down a little bit just to everybody else's level. I say it's gonna be Daniel Bryan at Payback for the championship. I think this injury wasn't quite as serious as they made it out to be, just because you can't not have a title match at Payback. There's no way, like John said, with 1 week left to go, who's gonna, what are they gonna do? Just give somebody the title? Like it's not possible for them to do it right now. So I think go ahead, John.
Another thing that you could be thinking too is that it may not be as serious, but it is still a neck injury, which could have long-lasting effects. So they could actually take the title next week, have a little Monday night, throughout the entire episode tournament, and then the two guys at Payback battle for the vacant title, and he's the champion, he's the new champion, and then you keep Daniel Bryan out, and like you said, the Yes movement's dead. He's lost a lot of momentum. There's only so long he can keep that going. There's one way you can keep it going, though, and it's keep him out until SummerSlam, and he makes a triumphant return, and he has a whole nother summer of Daniel Bryan right there, just with momentum.
That's a good idea. Well, I mean, leave a comment below what you guys think of what's going to happen to Daniel Bryan. It's kind of like the up in the air subject right now at WWE. But we'll move on to the next thing real quick. Nice little short podcast again tonight. Adam frickin' Rose again. You had to talk about him because he's supposed to be he's coming to Raw. I mean, he's got to be the guy if he's coming to Raw, and Bo's only going to SmackDown. So, Eric, is Adam Rose ever going to wrestle?
Yeah, I think possibly now they're just setting up Payback pre-show. We got Swagger. I could see it happening like they did with Fandango and Jericho at WrestleMania. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe we're going to see the Bunny Rabbit fight first.
Make a good tag team next week on Raw. Adam Rose and the Bunny Rabbit versus Zeb Culture and Jack Swagger. John, are you sick? I mean, we've seen this before. This is just another party guy thing. And the thing is, Adam Rose is a really good wrestler. Elaborate a little bit, like what you would like to see out of Adam Rose to get him, you back on the plus side of him.
A new gimmick. It's simple. It worked in NXT, and I know people don't agree with me. I was a big fan of the Adam Rose character at NXT, but it was a smaller environment. It was a smaller gimmick. You need like a million more people to do that body surfing thing that he has, but it was a smaller venue at NXT, and it worked better there. It's just not translating well to Raw. And like you said, he's a great wrestler. You bring back that gimmick that they got rid of. I can't remember what it was, but he was good as that, and I just don't. It's not working for me. Maybe it'll be different once he actually does start wrestling and he can showcase his talent.
Calvin, what would make you like Adam Rose right now? What do we have to change?
What does he have to change? Get rid of the sesame seed bun first.
That's what he talked
about. Then I would change the fact that he botched when Jack Swagger hit him tonight. He hit him from behind and he fell backwards.
Did you just hit us with a hit-it-id?
He did. Wow.
Point it out. I'm always that guy.
So I would change the fact that well, first of all, let me say that I thought Jack Swagger and Rusev were being built up to fight when they started the ravishing Russian talking about Vladimir Putin. I thought that was going to be a thing at Payback, but maybe they're building that up for later. But Adam Rose does definitely need to start fighting soon because I'm getting annoyed at just seeing him come out, dance around for 3 minutes, and then goodbye. See you later.
And that's my biggest issue is that this guy's a good wrestler. I could probably push to the gimmick enough. If he just does it down for the entrance, gets in and wrestles, and then that's that. But he's not wrestling at all. He's just a party thing, whatever, dancing. It was cute when Emma did it. You don't have the ass Emma does. I'm sorry, Adam Rose. You just can't do it. So moving right along, like I said, short podcast tonight. New segment we're gonna start doing probably every week on Mondays. Eric, your favorite part of Raw tonight? Let me know what it was and why.
Probably just Dean Ambrose on commentary. He did a pretty good job tonight.
That was a top one. It was. John.
Oh man, I got to say that moonsault from Eric Rowan.
Well, yeah, you botched trying to steal mine. You just botched. You tried to steal mine and you botched it. So try again.
I told you I was gonna do it. I told you I was gonna do
you
it.
botched it. So
I got his name wrong. What's his name?
Luke Harper.
Luke Harper.
And you still said it wrong. He didn't do a moonsault. So go again and pick one that you want to do.
I can't think of it in the crowd. I was a big fan of the crowd. Oh, whatever. This is stupid. I'm not going to do this next week. No.
Calvin.
I'm going to hit you guys with a curveball. I like Bray Wyatt's opening segment.
No, that was a very good opening
the
segment.
The spiel was really good, and I think that's what got the crowd really, really going tonight, was when he started out on Raw, all the cell phone lights going off, the whole crowd singing, he's got the whole world in his hands, was actually really, really cool, and it's actually the first time I've actually really, really enjoyed watching the whole crowd get behind Bray Wyatt, so it's kind of eye-opening.
No, that was a good one, too. I appreciate that, and honestly, and now I'll tell you what my favorite one was that John botched trying to steal of mine. And it was when Luke Harper did a beer. Luke Harper did a Hurricane Rana. 6 foot, huge, 300 almost pounder does a Hurricane Rana John Cena out of nowhere. I've never seen him do it before. Not only that, so he does a Hurricane Rana. Cena goes out of the ring. He bounces off the rope and missile jumps out of the freaking second rope and hits him. I mean, this guy's 30. He looked up 34 years old. He's not small by any means. He's doing, small man moves. It's really cool to see. I'm actually excited for the future when they actually do break up and he goes on a singles path, because he's going to be good on his own. He's great with the Wyatts. It works with him with the beards and the dirty T-shirts and the Gator sweat roll stuff, whatever. But it works. But I can't wait for him to be on his own. Which will lead us to our next topic a little bit. Superstar Spotlight tonight. Kelvin's boy, John Cena. Obviously, everybody, even whether you're a wrestling fan or not, knows who John Cena is. Ups and downs. He's liked one night. Tonight he was booed out of the arena. It was awesome. We'll let Kelvin go last on this one. John, give us a little reason why you think that John Cena should be in the spotlight tonight. Just something, good, bad, whatever.
Because he's a big name. God, he's just so terrible. I don't know. It's, gosh. He does a lot with Make-A-Wish. Give him that. Yeah, Make-A-Wish. He's won a lot of titles, I guess. I don't know. He's just so bad. You can't really say anything good about the man. I mean, who hasn't he slept with? It's just, I don't know. It's just, he's so awful in the colors, and I just feel like he's trying to sell me something every time I see him on TV. He's got to have a whole different gimmick. I don't know. I'm just done with John Cena.
All right, there's that one. Eric.
As of late, he's kind of been helping out a couple superstars here and there with matches. The only thing that's good is he had a really good match with Cesaro way back, and now he's pushing Bray Wyatt, helping him out. And it looks like he's probably going to help the Usos a little bit, but I don't know if that's just Cena or the stupid Total Diva show that they should just cancel. But yeah,
it's got another season added on, so don't worry about it being canceled anytime soon.
Yeah, all those 30-some-odd, old ladies who like to drink beer and party.
For our female watchers, Total Divas starts up again Friday.
I'm watching.
Like I said, yeah. Female watchers. Go ahead, Eric. Finish.
No, but other than that with Cena, only thing I can think of is WrestleMania 22 when Punk made his great entrance as a monster. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. All right, Calvin, here's your time to shine. Give us why Cena is in the superstar spotlight tonight, which is what's supposed to be a positive thing.
Well, let's see. Let's try and turn this positive. Eric, you hit it on the head. He's on the downside probably of his career. He's been in there for a while. He's starting to develop the younger talent and teaching them the ropes on how to make every Raw pay-per-view SmackDown more exciting. Like, tonight's match was great. I liked tonight's match. I don't know if you guys did. I did. Tonight's match was great. Cesaro's match was great. He's had probably one bad match at the pay-per-view at WrestleMania with Bray Wyatt. That was probably the worst match of the night at WrestleMania. But other than that, he's helped and developed the younger guys ever since losing the title, in my opinion. And all the stuff he does with Make-A-Wish. And I don't know why you guys hate on him so much. Yes, he may only have 5 moves to you guys. To you guys, he may have 5 moves. But to me, I go for the guy who supports the military, all that type of stuff. So you guys can say whatever you want. You're not going to change my mind. You're not going to change the 12-year-old kid's mind. I'm a 12-year-old kid at heart, so go ahead. What do you got? What do you got, Cody? I know you want to spit it out.
All right, let me get warmed up here. First of all, I will agree with you on a few things. And this is what I do like about John Cena. He is so willing to put anybody over that makes him look bad. He doesn't care. He'll get run over, look like shit, get beat up, whatever, to put people over. That's an amazing quality in a wrestler. It really is. But my God, is this dude suck some Vince McMahon beep. He will do anything McMahon says. He has since day one. He's been Vince McMahon's little. That's why he's got whatever 14 titles, because he does whatever the company says to do. Just like I had a problem with Kane 2 weeks ago on the same thing. You guys are nothing but He's nothing but a corporate sellout. It doesn't do anything. He's mindless. Do this, John. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was in the military. He doesn't support the military. He supports the military. Yes, I was in it. That's a huge thing. Every single one of those wrestlers supports the military. John's just so over the top about it. He comes out and salutes the crowd every time to make himself look better. But yet, every single one of those wrestlers, Big Show, R-Truth has done a huge one. The Miz makes more appearances than anybody else for the military, but they don't make a big deal out of it. John Cena's got to make a big deal out of it. Wear the dog tags, he kisses every time, salute. They don't need to do that. Do that stuff behind the scenes.
His father was in the military. That's why he wears them.
Okay, well, either way, be humble about it. Don't show your face out there that you're the greatest military supporter guy in the world when you're not. And yeah, he does his part with the Make-A-Wish, and that to me is amazing. I've watched the guy's work ethic. There's plenty of DVDs about him, and his work ethic is above everybody else I've ever seen. I'll give him that. And he probably deserves to be where he's at. But I hate people like that just suck up to corporate. Yeah, he works his ass off too, but he's still sucking up and getting anything. That's why he has 14 championships. He's not that great of a wrestler. Yeah, he has more than 5 moves. He has 6 because he learned how to do a hurricanrana like last year too. So his moves are terrible. They're overplayed. After 10 years in the WWE, he's got to have something new and innovative. Turn heel, not just kind of heel. Turn heel, go bad, go against the corporate thing, go against the 4 or 12-year-old kids.
I was going to bring that point up and say that I think that's a direction I see him going after Payback or SummerSlam with Bray Wyatt. I think he goes on the Bray Wyatt bandwagon.
He has to.
And Cody, he does change something. He changes the color of his shirt every month.
Okay, yeah, well,
Fruity Pebble.
And that's because Mr. McMahon says I need some more shirts, and nobody likes the purple this week. They like the green. It's in, so let's get the green on you.
He's sponsored by Fruity Pebbles now.
Yes, sir. I'll do that right for you, Vince McMahon. I'm just so sick of the same. It's the same thing with Kane. It's just the same thing over and over and over. And I don't like that in wrestlers. I think that they need to be themselves and do stuff for themselves. And like I said, John's got great qualities. And I respect him for his work ethic because I would never be able to work as hard as that guy does. Just watch the video on Netflix, the John Cena thing on Netflix, and you'll lose your mind about it. But, I mean, it is what it is. We'll do another one next week. We all had to say. So, Eric, give me your handle one more time.
That's at the personality on Twitter.
JJ, you're awfully quiet tonight.
Oh, because you guys hit everything I wanted to say on the head. But I'm at JJ_SK28. Find me on Twitter.
By the way, that's a beautiful dog in the background. If you didn't know, it's the dog. Calvin, give me your handle.
At KFed007.
And I am WLater30. We are the Ring Kings. We are at sports-kings.com/ringkings. Facebook page Ring Kings SK. Something like that. Ring Kings. I don't know. Look us up. I'll put it in the description below. Until the next time, guys. Look for us on Friday this week. We'll be doing a second podcast this week. Till next time. Have a good one.